Hello everyone, Cajun Kajit back here to bring you an all-new trophy guide and walkthrough. Today we are jumping into Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. And this is a pretty fun one. It's going to be a shorter one, so expect around 9 videos. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Help the channel grow. And also you can request to be friends with me on PSN if you like. I am LilyPad22 and you can see I have the 6 icon. So go look me up and ask to be friends, and that way you can always see what I'm working on next. So as you can see, I had no save file. I am going to go into the options first to make a couple of adjustments. I did put the brightness very high. Hopefully that will help you see in the dark light. I'm moving my look sensitivity up pretty high as well, because there are some carnival games that require you to be able to move fast to get high scores. Also, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to lower the head bob, because first person games like this tend to make me very nauseated. So I'm putting the head bob down, and that's going to help me be able to play without the nausea. I'm also going to turn off the vibration. Just so it saves my controller battery. So here, now that we've gotten all of the kinks out of the way, we can jump right into a brand new game. We are going to be getting all 3 endings for this game and getting every single collectible.
Hey, buddy. This is Dispatch with Fattest Bear Entertainment.
So here, this is the beginning. The story is actually pretty good, especially if you like FNAF lore. This fits very well into all of the previous games. So go ahead and watch the cutscene if you like. I did shorten it. Just, you know, I'm going to do that a lot when there are cutscenes, or if there's a lot of dialogue, I'm going to cut them really short, just to help speed the process up. So right now we are headed over to the MCM to collect some blueprints. So once you get through that, we're going to drive up in front of the facility, and we're going to get our very first collectible.
Good job.
First thing, before we even go inside, we're going to get our first collectible. Just to make you aware, there are 3 kinds of collectibles. Text logs are mails. Presents and audio logs. There are 25 presents, 22 audio logs, and 41 text logs.
Good job.
When you park, you will pick up this data diver that is sitting inside of the truck. We're going to have to get 5 upgrades for it to get permission into any and every room in the facility. Then we can go ahead and exit the van. Go to the left. The entrance to the facility is to the right, but you want to go to the left over to the entrance gate. And this is where we're going to collect mail number 1. So you'll put the data diver inside and turn it to collect the mail. I guess it's downloading the message. Then turn around and head to the right of where we came out of the van. You'll be just paying attention to how this works. You'll be doing a lot of that, like using your hand and actually having to move things around. This is like a child's maze area, sort of. It's just a bunch of junk everywhere. Just make your way through in the direction that I'm going. You'll have to crouch. And these prompts, you pretty much only get them in the first few minutes to show you what to do. So don't worry about seeing too much of that. Once you crawl underneath this gate, we will get to the entrance to the facility.
Welcome, potential buyers, to Edwin Murray's
You're going to hear
Costume
lots
Manor.
and lots of talking over the
Leading powerhouse in
loudspeakers
costume
throughout the game,
entertainment and
so
carnival
get
game
used to
technology.
that. I do
Come in
skip
and see
a
what mermaids
lot
can do
of
for
that
your
stuff. Like
carnival
I will
amusement
just
park,
go ahead and
giveaway,
run
or fun fair.
through. If you want to
This
just
guided
sit
tour will
wherever
show
you
you
are and
just what
listen,
I'm
kind of like
capable
we're
of.
doing here, we
Get ready
can't
to be
go anywhere
amazed.
else, so you kind of have to
Don't
listen to
forget,
it.
every one of my
Um,
creations are available
but
for
there are other
purchase or
times
lease.
where there'll be someone talking on the loudspeaker and you can do other things. So here, this is the welcome show, and as usual, I've played through this game 3 total times. So this welcome show is super annoying to me now. So I'm going to cut it out. And once the show's done, you'll see there's a malfunction and the door actually doesn't open. So go up the steps and there'll be some emergency lights. Come over to this hand crank and turn it. Move that roctopus out of the way. And then come over to this door on the side that we actually can open. There are very few doors we can open just yet. Come through this area, and when you turn left, you'll see a mail right in front of you. That is mail number 2. So be sure to grab that. Continue on through the path. You really can't get lost in here. It's pretty straightforward. If you look to the left and down these stairs, there is a gift sitting on this table. We're going to come back in just a couple of minutes to get it. Right now, we have nowhere to put it. So just leave it where it is for now. Come over to the security office, and you'll need to crank this generator to put some power going to it. The door will open, and you come inside. Press the little microphone here. And dispatch is going to talk to you. But look behind you and use the upgrade machine while dispatch is talking. This is kind of like a little mini game to upgrade your data diver. And you'll see it's not very difficult, but some of them take a little bit of practice, I guess. So you have to make every number a 1. This one is very simple. Just let it go through the middle track, and when it gets to the other end, move to the high track. Every number will change to a 1, and you will get the next permission upgrade for the data diver. These do get more difficult as you go along. Once that's completed, we now have the upgrade. So here you can look at this computer. This one, if you go to the maps, you can see the layout of the building. Honestly, I don't use this very much. I don't find it very helpful because the picture that I'm seeing doesn't really correlate to what goes on in my brain. Like the layout of the building, the things, they don't correlate to me. So I don't use it very often, but it is there for you to use if you so wish. The logs will show you your mails that you have collected. Moon EXE, we are not going to do that until the second to last video. Parachute, we don't have access to yet. You have to have the fully upgraded permission for that. That inventory tube there is where we will be putting gifts and other items. For now, let's open up the door and run back to where we came in. So to the left from where you exit the security booth. And this door here that says power room above it, we want to go inside and we're going to complete our first power puzzle. There are a lot of these throughout the game, so try to get good at doing these. They're different every time. So you can watch the way that I do it, but I am going to fast forward a lot of them later. So basically you have to spin these little dials around to create a path for the lava to flow through. Sometimes there'll be pieces missing and you'll actually have to find them and place them in the right order. Here, this is just showing you how it works. This is going to put the power back on in the building, and then we can go and collect that present. So when you leave the room, head straight. And when you get over to where the stairs to the left are, go ahead and go down and grab the present. This is present number 1, the Roxy cowboy hat.
You haven't seen anything unusual yet,
Head
have
back
you?
over to the security booth.
Actually,
And
Great. Head back to the security
you'll
office.
have to press the button for dispatch again. And then we're going to have to wait.
That was
He's going to
quick.
talk for a really long time, so I'm
let's
going to
talk about
skip
what you're there to
forward.
find. Before you go,
Now
take a
he'll
hand crank
tell
from the
you
security
that
fence.
the
Looks like you
inventory
can get one from the
system
inventory
is
system.
booting up, and we
That's the
should
big
have
machine in the
access to
security
it
office. Should be
momentarily.
active now.
Once the door opens up, place the hat inside and pull the lever, and that is going to add that particular gift to our collectible inventory, and you can see the hat is there. This is one of 25, and you do have to go into New Game Plus in order to get the final collectible.
Now,
Go
what are
into
you
your
waiting for?
tools
Keep on
and
trucking.
request the crank and grab it, and we'll leave and go to the right. Place the crank here in this hole and turn it, and it will open up the gate. As you go inside, you'll have a jump scare, so immediately turn around. I like to run over here and grab this little hamster or gerbil or whatever it is. You can wind it up and throw it away as a distraction. So the crazy elephant's going to run over and investigate that, and we're just going to sneak behind him and unlock this door. When you open up a door for the first time, it takes a couple of seconds before it actually opens, so beware of that if you're being chased by an enemy. Immediately to the left, you will find mail number 3, and directly in front of you, you'll find present number 2. This door here, just to show you, we don't have access to that door yet. So you can, when you get close to the door, you can look at the data diver and you can always see if you're going to have access to that room or not. Present number 2 is the Sharpei plush. Go ahead and grab that and then make your way further down the hall. You'll see there are these almost like a garage door, I guess, that are all scattered throughout, but we don't have access to those just yet. Keep in mind these doors because later on you may forget to come back and check them. I will be doing all of that for you, so if you follow my guide, you'll never forget anything. Over by the elevator, there's another inventory system. Place the Sharpei inside and pull the lever, and then open up the elevator door and go inside. We're going to go up to the second floor. And if you paid attention down there, there are a lot of numbers scattered around on dry erase boards on the wall. Those are going to be important for a door code later on. But almost every code is going to appear on TV monitors. So once you get out of the elevator, you can go through this crack in the wall on the right. You see that present light up? We're not going to go there just yet. What we want to do is duck inside of this castle, go around the corner, and we're going to find present number 3, the snow globe. Grab that, head back out and through the hole in the wall. And we want to go straight across down the hallway. The door on the right, open it up, and there will be another inventory system inside. So come in here and place your snow globe and pull the lever. Then open up the present on the desk to the left and we'll get the Hedgehog mask. Place that in the inventory system. And then turn around and you'll see an upgrade station. Let's go ahead and upgrade our data diver. Again, you will have the minigame. This one will be a little more difficult than the last one. They get increasingly difficult as you go along. So here, you'll have to choose either low track or high track. So you'll have to jump between tracks to make them all ones. And sometimes you'll have to pass over one to make it a 0. if on that line going up and down, if they're all ones, you'll have to pick one to pass over and make it a 0, and then on the way back you can turn it back into a 1. So yeah, it's not super difficult, but you know, the first time or the first 2 times I could see if you're kind of confused by it, but once you get the hang of it, it's a piece of cake. We'll be coming through that vent later back into this room, but for now we need to head back over to the hole in the wall. So make your way back over there, and we're going to go straight to the box that has the light on it and turn the crank. Super scary. I hate clowns. Once you get that jump scare, you'll realize you have pulled off the handle. So run over back to the main room, place the handle on the wall, and turn the crank. And we can duck underneath this gate and make our way to the far room. You can enjoy all these posters on the walls if you so wish. Open up the door and you'll see there is a male robot here. He's pretty interesting looking. Come over behind him and you'll want to climb into this little cubby hole that we can't get out of now and crank up this generator. And as soon as you get it started, you'll see that Jackie in the box has pulled her way over to us. Absolutely terrifying. I hate her. I hate her. We are getting ready to have a pretty long chase sequence. It's about 5 minutes long. Oh, I hate her. She's going to throw the male guy through the wall, so get ready to run and fall down into this gap in the wall. Once you fall down, you have to just wait. You can't do anything. The little icon in the corner means it is saving. You'll wake up, and it almost feels like you should be laying on your side, but you're not. You're actually standing up. So just make your way through these corridors. You'll see Jackie kind of stalking us as we go. There is no wrong way to go. It's pretty linear. This is by far the creepiest, when she's just there staring at you and with her glowing eyes. Oh, I hate it. Just keep working your way through the corridors, and eventually Jackie's going to actually start chasing us. So be prepared. From here, once you open up that gate, the chase sequence pretty much starts. Run around here and get into this lift, and she is going to pop out of a vent above us. I'm pretty sure right here is where we get our last prompt. So run. Make sure that you keep running, because if you bump into a railing, you will start walking again. It's very, very linear. You pretty much just have to avoid her arms and hands. You'll see as we run along this corridor, you'll start seeing her hands grabbing the walls. So you want to stay away from those. Here, turn left, fall down and crouch, and immediately to the right, or to straight ahead, there is a lever to pull. Then immediately to the right, there's a lever to pull. And in the next room, you have to go between those pipes on the left and pull the lever to be able to escape. If you're not fast enough, Jackie will catch you. Make your way into the vent and stand up and run. There's a lever on the wall in front of you. Pull it down before Jackie can get through. Run around to this side, crank up the generator, and do this as quickly as you can because Jackie is still pursuing us. Wait a second, these little pallets will move and we can access the vent. Continue on through the vent system, and eventually we're going to fall. Once you fall, turn to the right and enter this vent. You'll hear the music. And then you both fall through the vent and you earn the Olly Oxen free trophy. That is for playing party games with Jackie in the box. It's story related and unmissable. Luckily, we fell back into the security booth. So go ahead and push the button on
Awesome.
the little
Glad to
microphone
see
for
you made it here
dispatch.
without any complications whatsoever.
And
So
the
we did some
dispatcher is
digging
going to
to learn
tell
more
us
about that
another place that
bothersome
we can
endoskeleton
go
that keeps
for an
relentlessly
upgrade
pursuing
for
you.
the data diver.
From what we
So
can
you
tell,
can leave while he's talking. Just open up the door and let's head to the left, back over to where we entered the facility. And once you get right past the mail there, turn to the right and duck underneath here. There are some stairs that we can climb. Make your way around and open up this door at the end. And we want to interact with this computer to reset the welcome show.
The previous technicians considered it an honor to lose limbs in the service of their company, and I'm excited to tell you that
Once you do that, if you continue to the right, you'll see that a lift has raised. Let's go over to it and pull the lever to go down. And we are going to find present number 5. So from where we exited, I did come back to the main area, but turn around and go between the lift and the animatronics and find this little alley back here. We'll get the Monty water game. As you can hear, the welcome show is going on. We reset it, so yeah, it's super annoying. The animatronics look kind of cool, and I think this is set back in the 70s. So this is actually, you know, it's pretty good for the 70s, I think.
A new world awaits. Now it's time to explore. Step right up, don't be scared. It's time to open.
So now, this time the door actually opened. We're going to access a different area now. So the door to the welcome show on our right is going to close, and then the door on the left is going to open. And you can see we're in a very different room. Here, we want to go to the right. There is a door around the corner that you want to open. And when you come in here, straight ahead is an inventory tube, so place your water game inside, and you'll see you don't get a save every time you place an item in the inventory. It's only at certain times. So if you would die, you would have to go back and recollect any items that you got before the save. You can come over here and pet the vacuum pet if you wish, and then come into this little side room. You can listen to Miss Helpful. You do have to put it to where it's green. However, if you try to access a message that you don't have an upgrade for, you won't be able to hear it. So she's going to tell you the code to get the repair cassette. That code is always the same. It's 0158. So when you come back through for your new Game Plus playthrough, go ahead and write that code down because it's never going to change. Go back into the previous room and climb the stairs, and you'll see there's a keypad on the wall. You can input the code here. And then on the right of that, you can grab the repair cassette. You will need this to repair the elevator. It gives you instructions. Do beware, because once you speak to Miss Helpful, there will be an animatronic that will come to life in this room. This is going to happen periodically where you'll have to crouch and walk through the areas and kind of peek around corners to see which way the animatronic is going to go. And it's not always the same animatronic. So sometimes if you come in this room, you may not get the green hedgehog that comes to life. You may get a dog, or you may get an elephant. It's random. But sneak your way around, open up the door, and now we can go and repair the elevator. So place the cassette in here and push the play button. And Miss Helpful is going to walk you through what to do. I already know what to do. First, you turn the power off. Then you have to pull out the debris that is stuck in the gears. I always just come and kind of throw it out of the way. Then you need to grab the manual override for the door and turn it clockwise until it stops. And then open up the hatch. Once the hatch is open, you can crawl underneath. And those little balancing things we'll have to do. First, you hit the emergency brake and then move these little, I don't know what they're called. You just kind of slide these things up until the little bubble thingy goes up to the blue area. It's fairly simple. But this is what I mean, like this is a very tactile game where your character has to actually manipulate things with his hands. And this is kind of what I mean by that. Now the next code she's going to give you is always random. So be sure to listen to it every time.
Following code using the buttons. 4, 3.
In this case, we got 4312.
2.
So follow the wires, find where the button that correlates to 4 is and press it, and then 3, just follow the wires. That's all you really have to do. It's fairly simple if you have a good short-term memory or if you have a pen and paper handy. Now what you have to do is release the emergency brake,
Close the hatch.
crawl out, and then do everything backwards. So close the hatch first, because that's the last thing we did.
Reset the crank.
Then turn the manual override. You're going to be repairing elevators quite a bit, so after doing
Turn on
this
the power,
like
and
12
you are
times,
done.
I've kind of got it down pat. Then turn the power back on and the elevator is now working. So before we go to the elevator, let's climb through this little cubby hole. We're going to pass on top of the elevator and just make your way through this very small area. We're going to go and fall through a hole in the floor to access a door. Where the vacuum pet was, there was a door there that we couldn't open. So we're going behind that door where we'll be able to open it, and we're going to pick up a couple collectibles. First, you want to collect the mail. This is mail number 3. Then grab the crank, because you can't grab 2 items at once. So grab the crank first, put it over here and open up the door. Then turn around and open present number 6. This is the Chica Thermos. Then we'll just crawl underneath this door that of course did not open all the way. Drop off your Chica Thermos into the inventory system. And now we're ready to go and use the elevator. So open up this door and it's going to be directly in front to the right. So just press the button. Get inside and press the button. If there's an animatronic running around, be careful, it can catch you. So try and do that quickly. And we're going up to floor number 2. And this is where we're going to stop this video. So thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and join me back here in part 2 where we get to play some carnival games. So until next time, Khajiit always has swears.